This is a chicken bomb, and it's honestly one of the best things you will ever put in your mouth. This has been one of our go-to recipes for years on the competition circuit. We turn it in as an open category or chef's choice, and it always impresses the judges. But even if you're just cooking in your backyard, it's going to impress your friends and family too. It's essentially just a stuffed chicken breast, but it's filled with all kinds of good stuff. And today I'm going to walk you through how we make them and give you some tips and tricks. Now, the first step is to brown a pound of breakfast sausage. I like to use the Jimmy Dean hot because I like a little extra kick. If you wanted a more mild, you can grab the mild or the original blend too. Just break it all up, and when it's nice and brown, transfer it into a bowl and let it cool off for a little bit. Now, while your sausage is cooling off, grab a jar of pickled jalapenos. You can use fresh. They're a little spicier, and I actually prefer pickled, but it tastes good either way. You can also use the pre-diced ones. This is just what I had in my fridge when we were making these, so we just chopped them up with a knife. And the measurement's not an exact science, but you're shooting for about a half a cup. Now grab a block of cream cheese, and your sausage should be pretty cool by now. It doesn't have to be cold, just kind of room temp. Add about half the block of cream cheese and give it a good mix until that sausage and cream cheese are like really well incorporated. Now you're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the block of cream cheese, then add about a half cup of shredded cheese. I like to use a Colby Jack blend, but honestly, any cheese will work here. Just use whatever you like. Then add that half cup of diced jalapenos. Then just sprinkle in a little bit of your favorite barbecue rub and give it all a good mix. You want this mixture to be really well incorporated. Remember, it's going to be the stuffing for your chicken, so it needs to be mixed well. Now we're going to grab some thinly sliced chicken breasts. I like to buy them pre-sliced because it just makes my life easier, but you can also just take whole chicken breasts, slice them down the middle, and pound them out. Just do whatever works for you. Another trick that we've learned over the years is to kind of square off the edges and give them a more uniform shape. It makes them easier to roll and it makes them cook more evenly, and you can save the scraps for a stir fry or whatever. And you can just grab whatever bottle of rub you use to season the filling and just season both sides of your chicken breast. You want to make sure there's flavor in every single bite, and this just makes sure you don't end up with some bland chicken in the middle of your chicken bomb, because nobody likes that. Once they're seasoned, you're going to take a scoop of that cream cheese and sausage mixture, place it inside of your chicken breast, and roll the breast around the cream cheese. It should be fully sealed and kind of like a tube shape. Then you're just going to wrap them in bacon. A good trick we've learned is to take one strip of bacon and go from end to end, then take the other two strips of bacon and go the opposite direction. It helps make sure that no cream cheese leaks out while they're cooking, and you get a little bit of bacon in every bite, which is always a good thing. Then just take a couple of toothpicks and secure that bacon so it doesn't go anywhere. Hit them with one more dose of that barbecue rub, and it's time to fire up the smoker. Now today we're smoking these on our Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Pro. I like to heat up some oak lump charcoal in a charcoal chimney on the side, then just dump it down into the pit. I also add a few chunks of pecan just to add a little bit of extra flavor. Now, if you're smoking these on a barrel smoker, be sure to add the deflector plate. The deflector plate is going to protect the meat and the bacon from burning during the cooking process. Once your pit is rolling around 250 degrees, it's time to smoke your chicken bombs. Just place them on the grates, close the smoker, and let them smoke. You're going to let them cook for about 2.5 hours, and give them a flip about halfway through to make sure that bacon crisps evenly. After they've been on for about 2.5 hours, you want to remove that deflector plate and expose them to more direct heat to get that bacon extra crispy. Once the deflector plate is out, place the grate back on the smoker and finish them off with a little bit of your favorite barbecue sauce. Let them smoke for another 20 to 30 minutes to help tack up that sauce, then pull them off and they're ready to enjoy. I like to let them cool for about 20 minutes before we slice in, but then you can slice them up into bite-sized pieces and serve them up.